Okay. Did it come back?
Waiting.
Okay, should be back.
Yes, back.
Cool. So I'm gonna say something here. Let me know when you hear it.
Oh, it's not back.
Is it not?
Uh-uh.
Hmm. No, it should be.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I'm not even hearing the game sound from my phone. Are you hearing game sound or are you just hearing my voice?
Yours is back?
Yeah, I mean, I have it. Are you hearing game sound from my phone? Sorry, are you hearing game sound from your phone? Or is that just from here?
I can't access it. It's ended still.
Oh, let me send you a fresh link. That's not too bad. There you go.
Yeah.
You can hear game sound.
No.
Yeah, the game sound isn't going through. Thanks for subscribing, bro.
You're welcome.
First subscriber.
What?
First subscriber.
It already
What? Who? Okay, so the game sound should be coming through now. Mic's not too bad either. Let's test the mic again. Alright, so let's have a look at the presets. Got the thinker 5124, sensitive 55. So do I want to be intelligent and emotionally competent? Do I want to be balanced or do I want to be some kind of beast? Let us see. I think something like this. this.
The microphone isn't getting picked up.
The mic.
Well.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Is it because I'm talking here or here? As in the game sound is higher compared to the mic sound? So maybe I turn the game sound down. Wait, hang on. Or I turn the game sound down here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
I just had it on low volume, but yeah, the game sound is higher.
Yeah. Alright, so let me, in a few seconds, let me know how this is.
I'll put it back on.
So I want to be quite intelligent. And emotionally intuitive. Actually, let's do something. Hey?
Better.
Excellent. Let me know if it could be better. So I'm gonna be a super weak, super clumsy, intelligent, and psychiatrically inclined.
Yes.
Signature skill. The skill you select will get a +1 bonus. Additionally, the linen cap for every skill of the same type will be raised to a +1. Oh, cool.
Could be a bit better.
So game sound lower or
Yeah, game sound lower.
okay. Alright, I'll try that again.
And voice a bit higher.
Voice a bit higher. Okay, turning the voice up a little bit higher. Understanding others. Authority. Understand cop culture. This one could be quite useful. Suggestion. Yeah, I think I'll go with suggestion.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Voice up a bit higher.
Alright, sure. Turning the voice up a little bit higher. So I've seen this before. So I might skip through and yeah, I might just skip this.
Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon. Coming right up, sir. Smooth. Alright. Nothing down to fuck. You want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip? The song of death is sweet and endless. Like a fly to the ointment. Your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine.
You still didn't hear my voice?
An undignified
You didn't hear my
suffering
voice?
is firing up.
Oh, you stopped
again.
watching?
I'm watching.
It
Oh,
wants
did you
to
hear?
walk
Okay, so
dead.
let's test on the mic again.
hurting, longing,
Yeah, I would put it back to where it
dancing
was.
to disco
It's quite loud.
music.
It was better before.
Yeah, okay. Alright, putting it here. Let me know how that is.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound.
So we have checks here. So we rolled 11 versus 10 for encyclopedia. Somehow you know what it is. A Capri Kinema motor carriage. Our guy is not having a good time. Commodore Red. Let's make this. Oh, this full screen. Why is this? Okay.
Can you put it back to where it was?
What, higher? Yeah, sure. Alright, putting it back a little bit higher. Don't stop until you give me them correct settings, boy. Someone tore up the tape while the song was playing. Real drill tape player. Ah, okay. We've got a left shoe. We have got a left shoe. Got a shirt. Disco blazer. Got some pants. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Oh, Inland Empire. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself around your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. Low chance. Let's pull on the fan. Blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach a tie now. Pull on the light bulb. Oh, terrible mistake. The lights turn off. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Oh, took a bit of damage there. You feel something in your chest. An unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Very, very bad. This is the end. Dead. Fantastic. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM. Passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented. That ain't easy on the ticker. He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case. Oh, I didn't save either. Fantastic. Alright, let's do this. Oh, you can go. Alright. Round 2, boys.
There is nothing, ever, never an inordinate amount of time passes. It is only an awareness creeps up on you. A mass ex-love. Extend. Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much over yourself, got a bit...
Somewhere in the sword, like a fly.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, a fiery...
Alright, let's get started. Great. Now we are back to where we were before I died. Swoop up and snap, catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. Item gained, horrific necktie. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. If it's your friend, why was it up there? Who ties their friend to a ceiling fan? Maybe this thing is dangerous somehow. Alright. Ominous foreboding feeling fills you as you look at the tie. Alright, not messing with that light bulb again. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says whirling in rags on the aluminum keyring. There's a single key on the ring.
Up.
Of?
Voice.
Okay. Voice volume up. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. Let's check out the bathroom first. See bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, sweet liquors. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Wipe the mirror. Let's see our face. As we can see here, it's slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort! You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you will see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is. This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. Is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? I have no idea why it's there, it just is. Please stop, it's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Nope, keep making the face. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There is some charm to it. Yeah. They might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now. Encyclopedia, formidable. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Had my mic muted. That's okay. Let's grab our other shoe. Plus one composure. Secret task complete. Find your other shoe. Gained experience. Like 2 baby crocodiles. How do they fit? Good. They're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told. -2 savoir faire. Tasks. No tasks available. Alright, let's
Hello,
talk.
officer.
March 1951. Alright, hello Miss Klasche. Orange the disco dancer. Young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Conceptualization. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city. Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed. There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman. Then why did you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
She pulls on her cigarette. Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
She takes another drag. All this
You've
time.
been here for 3 days on official police business.
3 days of being in the bottle, more like.
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Yeah. You have logic. You have no doubt about the drinking, but do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something. Oh, suggestion. Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. What? Alright. Oh, what's a Kuprikinima is? How I know what one sounds like. Well, I mean, 58%. Let's try. Check failure. Want to have fuck with you. What did you say? Well, I know what I tried to say. No, you see, that's not what you said. You said she's unable to finish, consumed with laughter. Come on, pretty please, one more time. Alright, I'll say it. Don't back down now. You say again what you said proudly. Goddamn right you did, crazy asshole. What kind of cop are you? Superstar cop. I can no longer deny it. If I can maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit. It means I'm a bloated old drunk with sideburns and disco pants. If I don't have a joke up on my joke up my sleeve, it's on me. Yeah. I've certainly been entertained, thank you. Whatever you are, you should stick to it. Otherwise,
It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
mm. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. I'm so alone. Swallow the emotion. The door is closed. Door can open with a key or from the inside. Still no answer. Interesting. Still nothing. What's this? Weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe Le Monde. So Le Monde is world in French. What is Trompe? Deceives the world. Interesting. Alright, let's head out. Need to pass time? Buy a book. Reading passes time quickly. This is where the lyrics would be. Ah. Karaoke mic, waiting for someone to sing into it. Speakers connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seaweed. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance and looks down again. Disdain! He's purposefully ignoring you. Something tells me you don't like me, buddy.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero, cop.
Alright, Gort. Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this? You're being
Or
sarcastic.
did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
So the bird is a taxidermy bird. It lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs, one of its wings broken. The man's trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is a great score. The seabird is a symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you're in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter. That's the great score, right?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I'm a cop. I talk to whoever I please.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Understood.
Mhm.
You should totally sing karaoke here the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know of your vast oceanic soul. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. What should I sing? You haven't stumbled on the right lamentation. Interesting word for... But it's out there, it'll come to you. You'll wreak havoc with it, don't worry. Yeah. Something happy? No thanks. Wipe that smoke off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. Sing karaoke. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. Fire extinguisher. Oh, it's Nosafed. Okay. Health. Water cooler. Monday written on the menu. Bolted. Kitchen personnel. Mess hall reserved for union members. Pinball machine that's unplugged.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
Shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Assuming means this guy. I will keep him waiting for longer. Let's go outside. Oh, can't go outside. Actually, there's something upstairs. Is there? Low on morale, put points into volition. Ah, there's nothing up here. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go talk to Lieutenant Kitsurage. Kim Kitsuragi, bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket, tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. Me. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. Esprit de corps, spirit of the body. If an assault were launched in this building right now, if the world came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You're sure of this, but why? shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. Oh, hi. Invent a name for yourself. Hey! Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go. It's not yet time. I don't really know my name. Say nothing. It's not yet time.
Okay then.
He processes the information and disregards it, as he should.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Yeah, I've been in under for 3 days in a binge. What he means is he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied. You mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
I have not removed the dead body.
Is still in the tree.
Yep. This is the first time you detect awareness in Lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Let's get going. Interview the cafeteria manager. Inspect the victim's body. Shouldn't I have a badge or something? You mean you don't have a badge? It wasn't on me when I woke up. Oh, he's gonna be so disappointed, but I'm an honest guy. Report your badge missing. Losing identification card is a serious matter. Your vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible. Getting the body down comes first. Oh, he's in a party now. You can talk to him whenever by clicking on him. Okay, let's see what tasks we have.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you met up with your colleague.
I have.
Why? You are, officer.
Maybe I am.
Have you found anyone to be sweet to?
She smiles conspiratorially. I don't know, maybe I have.
You rascal.
She grins up at
Too
you.
old for you, and
too
too
married.
married besides.
Your advances haven't thrown her off one bit. In another place and time, she would have probably welcomed your attention.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling. Suspicious. This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot. What? How would you like to roll with me? Her eyes light up. Whatever do you mean? I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime. Ridding backyards with corpses, catching sequence killers. Sequence killers, oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie. Partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I can assure you with absolute certainty there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez. So that's interesting. Sometimes the dialogue doesn't expect you to do certain things, so sequence killings is a little hint there. Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway. Why? 3 heads are better than 2. Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair accessible place you'd see. I'd slow you down. Yes, dear. She's paraplegic. Oh yeah, easy one. Paraplegic, someone limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height or a grenade explosion. Yeah. That's quite alright. Let me see if we've got some questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway. There's no bitterness in her voice. I'm not sure what's going on. Yes, I look rather dazed, like a stunned fox, but surely things can't be that bad. You know where we are, right? Warzone. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts. The Whirling in Rags cafeteria. It was on my keys. The Edge. See, I have no idea. We're in the city of Revachol? Dear. Okay. In Revachol? I don't know. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. Oh, beautiful, is it? I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. There's a pause as she studies her expression. You must look quite lost. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? It's the spring of 51. Yeah. Kind green ape pen. That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded. Fantastic. Got an item. Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders. I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? What have we seen? I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone else is on grinds. COP. We're living under the COP regime. Radios are being used to control people's minds to self-position reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Let's see. Actually, we are not living under a COP regime. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Rebecca. Try one more time, officer. What mode of government? Authority. Damn it, I was really hoping it'd be a COP world. Okay, let's see. I'm some kind of democracy, maybe? Settle not. Rivacol is what's called a special administrative region under an alliance of foreign powers called a coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market driven. So it was the market. Meaning buying is voting. How come they're cops? The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone. What is the revolution? A defeat. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. So what's that at 9? 1909 or '09? What does that have to do with there not being any cops? Has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things, and how can I help you? So, how'd I do? You were doing quite well until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things, history and places, remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd. Kim is getting impatient. Maybe a fresh set of eyes is what this world needs, and while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. She means this sincerely. Who could tell me more? Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask. She turns to the lieutenant. No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective. Get a reality lowdown. Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. I don't know where you'd find a wealthy person in Martinez. Thought we were in Revocol. Suppose Martinez might be the country. Gonna get going now. Good luck. Thank you, Lena. Oh, more coins. Yep. Can I touch that?
Yes?
Tell me about the case. What do you want to know? Can't remember. Maybe you can tell me what you do know. Tell me, narrow it down a bit. I know literally nothing about it, only what you've told me before. Do you want me to brief you? Brief. 3 days ago, the RCM emergency desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. Anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word a lynching. There's an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company, Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. Who was the caller? We have to find the caller. Yep, no age or sex. Why hide? Strong prejudice is a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We can't allow that. RCM. That's us. The Revocol Citizens Militia. We're the police. RCM is the police force you and him are part of. Self-organizing Peace Corps. Operates within the legal twilight. Grey area. Yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this. Ask him to tell you about the case. Experience. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... He considers the phrasing, a pissing competition. His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Retrograde amnesia, yeah. I'm in on retrograde amnesia. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. Tell me about it. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Seems relevant later. Was there anything else you want to know about the case? Is this mysterious? No, it's not particularly mysterious. Why not? The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? Labor... Then you're in luck, because we're in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself. Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup? I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the reunion rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case. So is this a strike or an attempted coup? Strike, coup, revolution, it's brigandage, however you pass it. You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form. Should ground the workers into fine paste, feed them to the pigs. Owners. I don't think grounding one of your scientifics will do anyone any favors. I'm really, really smart. I've spent the last 20 seconds deciding on which side to ground into pig feed. Why? Yes, a bit of self-introspection. Politics is habit forming and hazardous. It's also irrelevant to police work. You're right to doubt the impulse. It might be detrimental to our task here. Thank you, Kim. From an imaginary fan. Is there anything else we want to know? Oh, good. Me? Yes, you. I want to talk about you. I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. Lame binoclad. Alright, we'll work better together with a bit of rapport. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? Do you ever talk with yourself? What do you mean? You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with your brain? I have no idea what you're talking about. Lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The old meta reference there. Lieutenant's a police officer of the old school. His concerns are materialistic and material and extrinsic. Okay, thank you, esprit de corps. But this isn't an old school case. New school card spheres. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side. Small blue notebook. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written. You don't look like the people around here. So he's half Seolite or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul, I guess. So was my grandmother, but my mother's side, it's not an interesting topic. What is Seoul? It's a part of the world, officer, geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, peninsulary state west of the Insulindian Isla. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious. You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. He seems almost proud of these things. I'm a regular revocolier. Nationalism seems to be a big thing in this world, or this part of the world. Point of pride to him. He's glad to have shot down your question. You're wearing glasses. That's correct. Physical instrument. You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone. Just observing. I guess you don't need glasses then? Yeah, we have a secret. Ask again. Your brain sends a signal to your lips, but it refused the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. Volition. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you. What's happening to me? Something the matter, detective? This guy's got authority off the charts. With just a flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall. So what can I do about it, authority? Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it. Silently scream for help. I refuse. I am way too smart and emotionally intelligent for this. The lieutenant was an evil man who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Fortunately, he's a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation. That's all for now. You seem to be following me. Nothing. It's an observation. You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide. What do you mean distinctive? I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically. How's that? They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic yet thorough. Prioritizes containers. That's racist. I don't prioritize containers. I'm sure you don't. It's just a stupid interdepartmental thing. I'm making assumptions. We should move on. Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up. Alright. Well, gotten to know a lot about our Lieutenant Kitsuragi here. Oh. Woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in a man's handwriting. Okay. So what do I have here? Can I equip this? No. I can't. Okay. Let's interview the cafeteria manager. Hey, it's me again. The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. What is golden orange like a forest fire, but smells like I'm currently in between names. It's funny.
Fantastic.
It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo. Kim is about to say something. Let him.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
Ooh, that's good.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, hands it to
You
the...
said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What? Of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know
Wanker.
your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are. But as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective?
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. Right then, questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Let's see about that. Rhetoric. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones. Not vice versa. So, where exactly is the body? Behind this building there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. And how do we get there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence, really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for keys. Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice. Oh man. Why did Sylvie go away? She went away because none of your business. Have they not been telling you you're a cop? Am I not a cop? Everything's my business. Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back and because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that. Number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Thank you. Didn't go well. I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching. Everything has something to do with everything. Who killed him? That's it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they if he doesn't know? Oh, he's a bit surprised you caught the they. People are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. Who is saying that? Locals, customers, people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it. Did the débardeurs themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor? I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. Why would the dock workers lynch this man? Because they have nothing better to do. With the strike? Yes, the strike. He makes little quotations marks with his fingers. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbor company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message. I have another question. Oh. That's all. Interview complete. 30 XP. I wonder where the XP goes. Let's go. You owe me 130 real. No one is... Your total. No one is saying the multi-patterned necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But... Let's bail. Time to push the eject button. Sounds like a responsibility. You don't like those. Volition. No, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk. Oh. What's real? Give me 130 real. He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent. Encyclopedia. The IIR, or Interisolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money. Money. You owe the 130 real. He points to the red ledger on the counter. Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him. What do I owe this place for? What exactly? You're under arrest. No. What do I owe this place for? 3 nights at the tower for 20 real comes to 60. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window is first thing I saw when I came to work, so don't try to tell me you didn't. That'll be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. 30 real. 30. 130. No one is saying that. No one is saying the Thai can talk. That would be ludicrous. Just that you should arrest him. It would be wiser. He wants to take your money. The Thai. I am emotionally... Let's try to fool the Thai. Then looks at you tugging on your garage tie. He puts his hand on your shoulder. If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either. What exactly is money? Money is what grown-up people used to pay for things. Things like this hostel room. Or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Let's see. Where do I get it from? Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes? I don't think cops take prize. Some do take recompense, but only to survive. Survival, I need it for survival to pay me, unless you want to become a hobo. Money doesn't make you happy, but lets you be unhappy for a while longer. If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole. Do I keep the money? Hyper smart, hyper emotional. Do I want to be a scumbag? I think not. Is this money? Yes, it is. Count them and give them to him. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 is 40. I'm now down to 90, right? Ah. No, you see, there's a tinge of sadness in his voice. That's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency, 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real. Okay. Sans silently looking at the coppers on the counter. For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of the money. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have? Darkness rides. Yeah. It does, doesn't it? What happens now? I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then he shrugs. Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Shamrock, right? It's not that far away. I don't remember where my home is. You really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now. Pay for damages. The man wants to say something, then thinks better of it. Did I get something new in here? Inland Empire. Vivid imagination. Alright, let's inspect the victim's body. Where is home? 3 nights. Where were you before? You have to be somewhere. Up in Marvel Hill. Why did you say that? Ah, it's an expression. Up in Marvel Hill, a great high place, one that is impossible to climb back to. Thought gained. Thought. Lonesome long way home. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear. Temporary research bonus. +1 encyclopedia. Factual memory returns. Research time 6 hours 5 minutes. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over, get up, get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyard, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor track to the 881 until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. Okay. So one of these thoughts, so I've said internalize. 6 hours. I guess this is in-game time. Something here I missed. Bottle of rum being knocked over, beautiful dark liquid spilling out. That sugary black rum scene on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? I think 2 hours. Now it would have been bad. 2 hours is mystical. You have truly wiped out all trace of yourself if you haven't thought about rum and lemonade yet. Drinking doesn't turn out too well for me. Turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a rum and lemonade for yourself. Lick that stain off the counter. Don't lick it. Used to be cool. Go get your boring person drink then. Find booze. Man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. Wake him up. +1 ruckus. Oh yeah, physical. Man doesn't mind, you probably need them more than he does. Magnesium. Bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Click on the plus icon to heal. Health, morale. Nah, let's try this. Nope. Downside of having no physicality. Okay, set out. Let's check the bin. Rue de Saint-Ghislain. Electronic doorbell. An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce building. Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. It's the police. The doorbell is broken and the bookstore shouldn't even be on this list anymore, so I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks. Actually, let's check the body out first. Busted straight through the there's a little kid here. Hey kid.
Kono's got this!
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12. So Kuno is the guy who's been hitting those doorbells. If there's ever such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, never could be Kuno.
Yells the other kid behind the fence. Hey kid,
Right
I would.
in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
The children ignore you.
Love it in the dick!
Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene.
Kuno, yeah, right in the mouthful.
Oh Jesus. Kuno S. They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
The shit himself!
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener! The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Logic. Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This warrants further investigation into this Kuno. Who is Kuno? Kuno. Pig? Boy points at his chest with both thumbs. It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third person perspective as a shield. Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. He seems offended. Don't throw that book shit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book. The boy knows he has an addictive personality. Admirable insight for his age. Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm. Shouts at the windows, overlapping the yard. Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape! Help! He's got the Kuno. Help! Just answer the questions. Pigs are hooting Kuno. Somebody please. It's full blast now. The wind carries messages far and wide. How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just to appeal to his reason. Physical instrument. %. So low. Roll the dice. Boom. Thump. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingling. Oh, lucky. Got cold clocked, kid. Disoriented 12 years trying to get his bearings. I think we can have a normal conversation now. Am I right, Kuno? Get yourself together. Shut up, Kim. Okay, Pig. He's no longer wearing his demonic grin. Something happened. The punch made him calmer. If this act was about him trying to establish dominance over you, it's safe to say things didn't go as he planned. Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything, he declares with pride. Only her eyes are alive, jumping from actor to actor. Kuno asks. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want? Let's see. Oh. It's not Kuno, it's Kuno S. Interesting, how? Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who warned him up and directed him. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone. Oh, try to separate them. Kuno, psst. Fuck you whispering about? He's whispering too, he's going with it. But watch what happens. Kuno asks, fuck you. Whispering about. She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable. Yeah. If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, Pig. This is it, you've got him, but be careful, you can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this. Respects madness. Phew, am I glad she's out of her hair. She's fucked up. She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit. Wrong move, but he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again or you will. Ooh, maybe we gotta get you out of here. Maybe this one. Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs. Here we go. Stop talking to him. Kuno, I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit. She understands what you're trying to do. Yo, see, puffs his head up. Did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk pig. Kuno's got it under control. You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips. You said she's insane? Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kitty psycho Catwoman and shit. She's done the real deal. What's the real deal? Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig. You don't want to know. And he doesn't want to even think about it. This isn't just another boast. What's that language she uses? Fuck knows. She says it's a song of her people. Crazy people? Fucking Nakis? I don't know. Encyclopedia. It's Surues. The Suru are an indigenous ethnic minority in the social democratic powerhouse Vasa on the tundra and tiger-covered isola of Katla. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really. Do they have red-headed people there? Yes. Ginger Jean. But the man from Hjeldmall shit. She could be that Hjeldmall Hjeldol shit. Hjelmdol. Hjedmall Hjelmdol. Reva called us have a small Surues community. Or she climbed in a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally. What do you mean she smoked someone? She killed someone? Like actually a killer. He's meant everything he said before, but right now he not only means it, he's sincere. You serious about this killing business? Kuno's always serious about the 488. Criminal code doesn't go higher than 190. Probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Alright, how many has she killed? Cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children. Creature peers at you. There's something searching in her eyes. Has she killed other children? He does not look at you when he replies. That's what Kuno's starting to think, yeah. You think she has anything to do with the dead man? Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around and C was with Kuno. Where were you? He speaks the truth. She's not my sister. She's just a stray. Apartment behind the fence. She was in the hallway dripping wet by the fucking shoe rack in the dark. Why was she dripping wet? Kuno's got no idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days in the corner, every time Kuno went out. How'd she get in? Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home, she's sleeping under the desk, under a pile of clothes, like a dog. What about your parents? Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno. Kuno S. Two of a kind. Why is she called Kuno S then? She looks like Kuno. Don't know her name? No one knows her name. How are you dealing with all this? Kuno's got this under control. You need backup? I'm here for you. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, fuck with Kuno. You threaten her, you take her away. That's what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now. Boy looks you in the eye. Black people is trying to focus. I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on us, sneak up on you later and fuck you up, understand? Who you kidding, kid? Understood, Kuno. Alright. Now we can do business. Yeah, what do you want? Kuno hook you up with? He starts, no longer whispering. Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno. He respects the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics. If you run a little errand for Kuno, you get you hooked, pig. Get this hook in you. Then Kuno's gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in, big style, pig hooker. Shit, you can even fuck back in Kuno's kingdom. That fucking pile of tonight. It's a secret door, okay? Just pull it off and you can fuck into Kuno's shack. What was that? Kuno gets it from his dad. Major supplies, him and his dad. Junkies clawing at Kuno's door, streets going mad. Kuno's gotta throw his dirty popo man at it. Okay, okay. So that's me. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half the speed. Who's your dad? He's the most violent man in Revocol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too. Yeah. Half. A baggie. It's half a gram. There's barely any. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. Oh man. Probably not gonna be able to take him with my stats the way they are. I'm not gonna end there. Another sane decision. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck you want with it. What do you know about the body? Until the pig shit. If I were to want to waste my time, which I don't, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual. Usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary, or have you seen anything suspicious? Seen anyone suspicious? Looks like you're a Fagari now, whatever that means. Ah. He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know. So I didn't see it happen. Kuno wasn't regional. Mask on Night City. Kuno was in Night City. There's no Night City anywhere. It sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel. You haven't been in Kuno's head. Kuno's buildings, Kuno City, Night City, Rage City, the city of rage. If it's important, it'll come later. Focus on the case. So you respect me now? A little, but don't expect anything to change. Okay. Later, Kuno. Letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. Trash container is locked. Whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Could be evidence. Yeah, I feel like there's something in there. Alright, so we either pry it open or
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
child's converse with me.
I come from the woods, Kutta Vittu. You don't want to go there with me.
Don't be traumatizing it.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the case they gave me.
Kid ladder's rickety but climbable. Herbs in the greenhouse. Oh, what's this? Magnesium. Roofing material. A pile of eternite looks strange and other Kuno's told you about his pad. Because unless Kuno lied, you should just be able to pull the panels aside. Before that though. Oh, can't get there yet. Let's go inside. Empty tube. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Some amphetamine. Cured pig's head looks mummified. This is so interesting. It's always gonna collapse. Looks like I can't get off this roof. Policeman cloak. Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Troopers been left behind enemy lines. Oh, I swear it's more of an instinct than actual sight where you know that the RCM signature. It's probably mine. He judges the drop. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've got some track and field in your day. Oh my god. Jump over the ledge. Look around. Some engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time. It's a huge crane. %. Ah, man, I gotta go for it, right? Let's see what he does. Ah. Alright, let's look at the body first and then Revachol, I see. Oranje. Classy. Understood. Interesting use of the health charge there. Corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human, swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. Cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils. Let go of your nose without throwing up. Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one's judging. Cop's gonna blow. Wait.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Fills your mind. Let it out. God. Thanks. Where do I get ammonia? Yeah. Interesting.
I'll die before I. What is this kid shit? Fucking mine.
Get the fuck out of it!
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Stay away from me, pig. I'll die before I. You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
Interesting. Alright, that's it for today. Stream done. Test 1 complete. Complete. Goodbye.